Now, additional hurdles have appeared for Tasman District Council as it continues to try and lower speed limits after being forced to restart the process by the government. The unforeseen challenges have raised frustration among councillors, even leading the Mayor to some colourful language during a meeting earlier this week. The council had already gained approval from residents and NZTA for new speed limits, but new rules have invalidated these changes. The council now must include a cost-benefit disclosure, adding complications due to glitches in a tool that's used to calculate costs, potentially delaying the consultation. The speed limit reductions, especially around schools and high-risk roads, have now been delayed, and the council had hoped for a waiver from Transport Minister Simeon Brown. As I said, multiple council members have voiced their frustrations, including the Mayor, Tim King, and he joins me now. Tim, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Leah.
Hey, look, I know there's been a bit of frustration down there your way. You've even called the process entirely stupid and a load of shit. So tell us what's going on, Tim.
It's just immensely frustrating. We've been consulting the community. We're on speed limits for the thick end of 4 years. Under the previous government, we ended up with a change to the process that involved national guidelines, which was the kind of blanket speed limit reduction that this government has repealed. We actually didn't support that approach either. But what it's meant is, as we go into this new approach, we've been through the process, as you highlighted in your intro. We've got the communities kind of backing, particularly around schools and high-risk roads. And now both the cost, the time delay, it is beyond frustrating. It's hence I use colourful language, which I regret to a degree, but at least highlighted the issue.
You know what, Tim, it is what it is, and that doesn't, I would have said that too if I was that frustrated, trust me. But, okay, walk me through it. So what do you want? What speed limits does the community, what do you want?
So we're a large rural district with a number of townships, so it varies a lot. So there are reductions on 100k sections of road to 80, for example. There's reductions around schools, which everyone supports. And under the government's new direction, that's compulsory, down to 30 between the hours while children are present and schools are there. So that is kind of there is no set thing. And so all the roads are different, from Murchison to Richmond, Main Town, Motueka, Golden Bay.
Wow. Sections
of rural residential road, and main road. The thing I was most frustrated about the other day was a section outside of school in a place called Ngatamoti, which is a rural area. The road is 100 kilometres an hour. Next to the school, there is a cafe, or in the section of road, a cafe, a hall, the fire station, and the school. And rather than just put a 30k sign outside the school for a period, reduce a section of road to 60 kilometres an hour, where all of those activities take place. At the same time, there is a cycleway right next to the road. And then on top of that, have the school zone. That was what was proposed, discussed, consulted on, and we now have to put in the 30k sign for the school. All good. But we can't reduce the speed to 60 without going through this cost-benefit analysis.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It doesn't make any sense. It already costs $200,000 to go through this process. We've got to rerun it, and add to that the fact the tool we've been given to use.
Tell me about that.
So the tool in which you put your proposed speed limits and it spits out the analysis doesn't work when the speed limit change is greater than 30 kilometres an hour. And it doesn't recognise the fact that, for example, if a section of road, let's say it's a 100k speed limit, but the average speed that people drive on it now is 80. So when you measure the number of traffic and it's 80, so they're already driving at 80. If you put that into the tool, it will tell you that you're having a negative impact on road efficiency because you're dropping the speed of the traffic to 80, even though they're already driving at 80 k's.